Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. Happy Sunday. Quick bit of announcements. So first and foremost, sorry I didn't make this video yesterday for the last few days because, again, you guys got to remember I do film ahead. I was a little bit under the weather. I didn't have too much voice. Was pretty impossible to film. So I'm back. We're good. I've had plenty of tea and rest. We're going to do this. Second, yes, I believe my OTS should be getting in the Blue Eyes decks today. If they do, I'm going to push some of my pre-filmed stuff to next week. At which point we will get straight into that over the next 3 or 4 days, doing that instead. So again, fantastic. And third, got another winner to announce, right? So again, like I said, all of 2025, all year, I'm trying to pick one duelist a week, the whole year, somebody to give something to, because I'm trying to give back to the community. You guys have given me so much joy, so much happiness, the ability to come out here and just like have fun with my hobbies. So username, I'm going to go with Anderson7907. Thank you. Thank you for wonderful comments. A lot of engagement with the channel as of late. I don't know that you've checked your email. We've already been talking. You said that you would love a set of Legendary Oceans, but then you tried to offer to pay for them. No. This is a giveaway, my friend. So I got a play set of them right here. I'm not sure if you needed Speed Duel or not, so these ones are Speed Duel. They'll be legal no matter how you play them. They're Common Charity, they're Speed Duel, they're Time Period, they're Advanced Format, they're everything. But at the same time, everybody should get something signed. You did mention the Battle City Slugger skill and the See Me Rolling skill. So we went ahead, we signed them both for you. I'm going to send this out just as soon as you give me an address to send it to. So again, super thanks for, again, just having some good comments and just being there. That said, today's deck is actually going to be using Battle City Slugger. So how do we use this skill? Well, at this when you go to, is it the start of the duel? 1 second. At the start of the duel, flip this over. So we'll go straight into the effect. And the effect for your card, and again, yeah, I'm just going to leave yours sitting here on the table the whole time. All warriors you control gain 100 per warrior that you control once per turn during the main phase. You can choose to activate one of the following. If you had Guilford, Insect Queen, Jinzo, or the Legendary Fisherman in your hand, you may place that on the bottom of your deck to draw a card. And then once per duel, you can discard a card to add one Guilford the Lightning from the deck to your hand. Then tribute summon one warrior in addition to your normal summoner set. I'm serving you guys up a 20 card deck that does not include any of these cards today. Instead, I'm going straight for the power bonus. If you guys want to make this a 21 card deck, just add a copy of Guilford. It is just that simple. So, that said, today's deck is really what happens when Joey borrows cards from Yugi. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself 2 copies of Imperial Bower. And again, just real quick, if you control no other monsters, you can tribute this card. Take 2 different monsters from among the Queen, King, and Jack's Knight, and choose to either add these cards to your hand or special summon each of them. Each effect is once per turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. And what that means is the 2 that you special summon are then going to gain 200 each because Battle City Slugger said so. That means that if you've chosen Jack's Knight at least, it's going to be at 2,100 points, which is amazing. King's Knight would be 18. Queen's Knight would be 17. Next card, since we already went over the Jack just real quick, we're going to have 2 copies of the Joker's Knight. So the way this works, you can send one Queen, King, or Jack from the deck to the graveyard. Special summon this from the hand. If you do, this card's name becomes the sent monster's name until the end phase. Kind of redundant. We're not actually going to be fusing in this one. Just is what it is. During the end phase, if this is in your graveyard, you can target one other light warrior monster in the graveyard, shuffle that back into the deck, and if you do, add this back to your hand. Each effect is once per turn. This guy starts at 2,000. Again, if he's like the 3rd summon real quick, everybody's up 300. This dude's going to be 2,300. It's pretty awesome. You do have the King. King's still doing standard King things when normal summon will control Queen. May special summon Jack from deck. And then, of course, you do have the 2 copies of Queen. So, everything in 2s. And then, like I said, if you wanted to, you guys could totally add a Guilford the Lightning here. it's up to you. You can jump to 3 cards really quick. And then, of course, since you contribute 3 to do Guilford's effect, you would also be able to basically invoke Raigeki. He starts at 2,800, I believe. Again, could cap out at 3,100. So ways that we make this deck just a little bit better, we go to the spells. We're going to run a single copy of the Cosmic Cyclone. Because again, the ban list has not updated yet. Whether or not Konami's ever going to, we will see. If not, this list will just be good forever. Cosmic Cyclone, again, a little back row disruption. I'm going to go with 2 copies of Enemy Controller. Because again, we destroy something, we banish something. The opponent had Waking the Dragon. What are you going to do? You'll tribute one of your monsters. You'll take that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and you'll attack them with it. Again, perfect card, right? We're also going to run the single copy Monster Reborn because, again, we kind of have something else that's working at the same level. So one's gonna suit our needs. 1 copy of Mystical Space Typhoon takes care of our 1-of for the deck. We are going to run 2 copies Reinforcement of the Army. Couple reasons for this. First and foremost, this helps us resolve Imperial Bower real quick. This just gets us there. If we already had Queen, or we had Imperial Bower and we had the King in our hand or whatever, this is a good way to, or I suppose this would be a good way to get the King if you already had the Imperial Bower, because then you would be able to special summon the Queen, leave the Jack in the hand, and then summon up the King's Knight. Whatever you wanted, you could just continually play to the field. Other quick plays that we're running, 2 copies of Sol and Luna. Again, I don't see any issue with this. Again, most of the time that you're going to be doing something, it's going to be pretty proactive. This leaves room right now, instead of using Books of Moon, which would only affect 1 card. This leaves you open to utilizing more cards off the limit list, because otherwise this plus the Cosmic Cyclone would be the 3 that are at the 3, the 1 MSTs at the 1s, and the 2 Rhodas are the 2-ofs. And then our 20th card is the Court of Cards. This continuous trap card is going to be like Monster Reborn once per turn. So if you control no monsters or only any combination of Queen, King, and Jack's Knights, then you could special summon 1 Queen, King, or Jack's Knight from the hand or the graveyard. Additionally, you can choose to banish up to 1 of each, the Queen, the King, and the Jack, from the hand and or graveyard to draw the same number of cards you banished. You can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. But since it's a trap, we can special summon during our opponent's turn as well. So again, we get a little bit more out of Sol and Luna. We could sort of put one of them in defense mode if we needed to. Just sort of to snake an attack. And it doesn't matter. We'll put our card face down. It's going to be our turn anyway here in a second. You'll just end your battle phase, end your turn. And then we'll go ahead, we'll flip our cards, and we'll be fine. So real quick, this is the main deck. Of course, sans Guilford, if you wanted to play Guilford. So that's it. Pause, screenshot, notes, whatever your pleasure. Get this deck list, and we'll be back in just a half a second with the rest. So, un momento. All right, now, starting with the side deck, again, because I left myself open for this, I do have another copy of Cosmic Cyclone. Sometimes 2 cards that just hate the back row aren't enough. Sometimes you need the tech in the third. Depends on the game that you end up playing. Same thing with Sol and Luna. I just like this. So I do carry a third. And then, quite simply, I'm playing 2 Quaking and 2 Waking. Okay? I'm either going to take advantage of the fact that this hasn't been hit by a ban list yet, or I'm going to go ahead and solidify my ability to utilize cards from my extra deck while sort of keeping on theme. And again, if we go back through the deck, right? Once they see a Quaking Mirror Force, they're going to hate the back row, right? They may try to catch your Cosmic Cyclone early. They might try to catch your enemy controllers while they're off timing. They might try to catch that MST and Force Activation. They might try to catch those Souls in Luna. They might be trying to break the Court of Cards. Double Waking isn't terrible. There's a lot of stuff in here that a good or normal players are going to be going after, and that's totally fine. But Waking the Dragon, when banished by an opponent's card effect or destroyed in our discard pile, allows us to special summon from either the deck or the extra deck. So we get to play the following. We get to play a copy of Arcana Knight Joker. And again, this guy gives himself some protections. We have all 3 types of cards, so we are going to be able to discard things. Plus, he's got a whopping 3,800, which is a great stat. Blue Eyes Ultimate, again, this became common pretty recently, so this is something to be excited about. Everybody gets into the top tier attack value now. Cyber and Dragon, biggest piercing damage. Dragoon, one of the best values with its spot destruction effect. And again, if the monster was face up when it did spot destroy it, the opponent's going to take the attack value as effect damage, which is awesome. Ojama King makes it very hard for your opponent to play if they don't have monster zones. And that's nice restrict because, again, I still just love this card. And it's one of the best cards when playing technically. If you guys don't have, say, the Arcana Knight, feel free to put in Cyberblader or any other fusion monster that you enjoy. But this is the deck for right now. So again, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, sub. Again, if you guys are trying to win cards, pick from signed skills. And in this case, I was actually asked if I had a card that was extra. You guys could ask too when you win. That's fine. If I have it, I'm more than happy to send it. I do not care if you live in the United States. I don't care if you live out of the United States. I do not care if you're in the North America continent or if you're overseas. If I choose you, it's because you left a good comment, or you've always left good comments and you just happen to comment again, or whatever. I want to give back to the community. You guys have seriously given me going on. This will be 5th year of just being happy and enjoying this and getting to share my hobby with everybody. It's awesome. So again, thank you to Anderson 7907. As soon as I have that address, the cards are in the mail. When they get to you, I hope that you enjoy them and put them to some good use. And anybody else who's looking to win something, just start leaving comments. That's really all it takes. You don't even really have to be subscribed. That just makes me happier if you are. But for now, you guys go out, have a wonderful day. Hopefully we get the structure deck a little bit later this morning. And we can go ahead and start making those videos too. So till then, see you later.